Let's go to page 2 of our notes. We're on page 2 of Unit 7, Lesson 2. Hi, everybody. Hopefully you are here from page 1, looking at actually understanding this converse to the Pythagorean theorem. Our converse to the Pythagorean theorem says this. If a squared plus b squared equals c squared, then the triangle is a right triangle. That is what the converse to the Pythagorean theorem says. If a squared plus b squared, and notice how I put those as blue, and notice on our last page we did all legs were blue. So if the two legs squared and then added together equal c squared, the hypotenuse squared, then you're going to have a right triangle. So notice that on my right triangle here, we're going to have A, B, and on our hypotenuse side, C. This A and B, and this triangle, yes, it is true, but in the A and the B, it doesn't matter which numbers you pick of the legs. It can be either one as long as you are doing the legs. And I'll show you that when we come up to some numbers here. Let's keep going. We have the converse of the Pythagorean theorem only holds true if it is a right triangle. Like I said, this works only for a right triangle. So let's give it a try here. We have two triangles here. Our first one is 12, 35, 37. Those are the side lengths. We need to put our side lengths on our triangle where they're supposed to go. Okay. We want to know, is this going to be a right angle? Because this is where the right angle would be. Okay. We want to know, is that a right angle? Since we know that this is where the right angle is going to be, the two shorter sides are going to be our legs, because we said the hypotenuse is the longer side. It doesn't matter which one you pick to go where. I could put the 12 here or the 35. I could put the 12 here or the 35. I just picked those two spots. Doesn't matter, as long as your legs are the two shorter sides, which makes our hypotenuse, our hippopotamus, a 37, which is our longest side. So we need to decide, is this a right triangle? We know that 12 plus 35 is greater than 37, so we know it is a triangle. So now we need to decide, is it a right triangle? So what we want to do is we want to say that a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and we want to know, is that true? So we just substitute a 12 squared plus b, which is 35 squared, equals c, and we want to know, does that equal 37 squared? So we're just going to keep going through and solving these by keep on simplifying. And if you don't know some of these answers, you can always use a calculator, but 12 squared is let's use blue, 144, plus 35 squared, which is 35 times 35, is 1,225. And we want to know, does that equal 37 squared, which is 1,369. So let's add them up. 144 plus 1225, which equals 1369. And we want to know, does that equal the same thing on both sides? Yes, it does. 1369 does equal 1369. So your answer is going to be yes, right triangle. Because a squared plus b squared does equal c squared. That's all it is. Just substitute your numbers in and simplify. Let's try another one. See if you can do this problem. Pause it and then see if you can go through a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Remember, the longest side is c. I'll help you set it up, and then you go and try it on your own. All right, there's your sides. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. try it, and then come on back. All right, let's look here. We have our triangle. We want to know, does it make a right triangle? So we have a squared plus b squared. And does that equal c squared? Let's find out. Well, we know 8 times 8 is 64. Now we should have memorized 15 squared. 15 times 15 is 225. Forgot to put that part there. Does that equal 18 squared, which is 324? Oh, what's 64 plus 25? If I add them up, I get 289. Does that equal 324? It does not. So then your answer, since these two sides do not equal each other, no, not right triangle. That's all it is. That is the converse to the Pythagorean theorem. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a good day.